Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the main gymnasium here at Braintree High School, part of the H. Fred Herget Athletic Complex. I'm Al Barisi, with me Jeff Poster, and we're here for Lady Womps basketball. Braintree High School girls basketball has extended their unbeaten streak to 52 games spanning 3 consecutive seasons, and they're hoping to make a return trip to the Boston Garden for the Eastern Mass Finals and the DCU Center for the state championship. Tonight they face the Lady Warriors of Brookline. Brookline, unfortunately, struggling this year, has a lot of injuries. They come into today's game at 4-7 overall, 3-7 in the Bay State League. And as we said, Braintree remains undefeated at 12-0, 10-0 in the Bay State League, and keeps that #1 ranking in the ESPN.com polls.
Yeah, they've had a couple of challenges here, their last few, but coming off a pretty good win over a pretty good Natick team the other day on Tuesday night. And Brianna Herlihy probably had one of the best individual efforts a Braintree player has had in some time, which is saying a lot given the pedigree of players that's come through here. 29 points and 18 rebounds. Really a 20-20 game. Just hope to see her keep it going tonight against Brookline, who, although struggling, they're coming off a good win over Dedham on Tuesday night as well, 60-34. So they've got a little momentum coming into the game as well.
Tonight, Braintree High School honors and recognizes the Braintree Youth Basketball Program. BYB has been an integral part, and that sentiment would be echoed by head coach Krista McDonald and head coach Bobby Crook. Both the boys and the girls rely heavily on the instruction and the experience that these student athletes get when they're in the BYB program, and it's phenomenal what success both the boys and the girls have enjoyed over the last several years. Right now, we're going to get the starting lineups for both squads, starting with the Lady Warriors of Brookline. Senior co-captain number 2, Noah Dalzell. Junior co-captain number 4, Elizabeth Dumas. Number 5, a sophomore, Maya Page. Number 24, a sophomore, Saren Huggins. And at guard, number 41, a freshman, Serena Smith. Allison Toney is the head coach. She is one of the legends in the Braintree, or I should say in the Bay State League basketball system. Well-respected, excellent coach, and she's at the helm with a very challenging season ahead of her. Starting for the Lady Womps, number 3, sophomore, Jenna Roach. Number 13, senior co-captain, senior Brianna Herlihy. Number 22, senior co-captain, Taylor Perry. Number 23, a junior, Keela Dixon. And number 24, a sophomore, Bella Tinetti. So it's great to see senior co-captain Taylor Perry get a first start this season, and she's, again, a pivotal part of this ball club, and it just indicates how unselfish these players are. So once again, the starting lineups for the Lady Womps of Braintree: Jenna Roach, Brianna Herlihy, Taylor Perry, Keela Dixon, and Bella Tinetti. And for the Lady Warriors of Brookline, Noah Dalzell, Elizabeth Dumas, Maya Page, Saren Huggins, and Serena Smith. we alluded to the fact that it's going to be a challenging season for head coach Allison Toney of the Lady Warriors of Brookline. She has no less than 5 players, 2 of them former starters, out with injuries. She's got 1 player that just had knee surgery and 4 players that have concussions that have not been able to pass the concussion protocol and allowed to play in interscholastic play. So 5 players out. That gives her a bench of only 4, and she's forced to start a freshman. Right now, the teams line up for the opening tip. Saren Huggins, a sophomore, up against senior Brianna Herlihy, and we're set to go here at Braintree High School. Unfortunately, you cannot tip the ball to yourself, and so that is a lane violation, or a violation rather. Braintree will start with the ball. Braintree comes into tonight averaging just under 60 points a game. Brookline not far behind with a 50-point average. Brianna Herlihy, 8-footer, a little short, gets her own rebound, puts it on the floor, goes up off the glass and draws the foul.
She didn't just get her own rebound, she absolutely just ripped it out of the hands of Huggins. She had the positioning, Brianna Herlihy just out-muscled her.
Personal foul is on Saren Huggins. That's her first personal, first team foul. And you can see by the way that Brianna Herlihy moved to the free throw line. She is in serious pain. She's got some back issues. And again, she is in pain, and that just shows you the toughness. To deal with that kind of injury and come up with 29 points and 18 rebounds in a previous game is amazing, and that just shows the leadership of this ball club. A little short. Rebound is Huggins. Ball nearly stolen by Bella Tanetti.
Quick hands to get in the lane. I think she thought she was just going to knock it out of bounds right away, and that's why she didn't give the initial chase.
One of the things Brookline has got to deal with is these injuries have forced them to start a very young, inexperienced squad. Your starting 5 has 2 sophomores and a freshman. Pass down low, nearly intercepted by Bella Tanetti. Regained by Maya Page. Rebound, Keela Dixon. She's got the numbers, 3 on 2. Finds Brianna Herlihy off the glass.
Weren't you just wanting the rebounds more? You saw Huggins again had it, and then Keela Dixon just came over and took it away.
Keela Dixon gets called for the reach-in foul. That is her first personal foul, first team foul for the Lady Womps. Sarah Huggins goes down the lane, blocked by Brianna Herlihy, and Huggins stepped out of, or Brianna stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and so Brookline will keep possession.
Yeah, I think they said the block before Huggins regained control had already been out of bounds.
Page from the left baseline, no good. Brianna Herlihy with the rebound.
Good looking shot, nice move on the baseline to get it to an open look by Page.
Bella Tanetti got an open lane. Nice dish. Ball was blocked by Page. Brianna Herlihy. Page, good block, but then get called for the push. That is Maya Page's first personal. Second team foul for Brookline. Page with the rebound. Brookline quickly gets it out. Three-pointer, Serena Smith misses everything.
They're getting open shots off. That's a battle in itself sometimes against Braintree, just to even get a look at the basket.
Dixon to Tanetti. Tanetti down low. I don't think that was an intended give and go, but it worked out that way. Taylor Perry with a great rebound. Roach kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon for 3. No good. Brianna Herlihy with the rebound, puts it right back up. Gets her own rebound again. Better position. and draws the foul. She's going to be at the line shooting 2. Noah Dalzell picks up her first personal 13 foul. Brianna Herlihy already has 4 rebounds, and we still have 5:49 to go in the first quarter. Brianna also has all 4 points for the Lady Womps. Saren Huggins checks out of the ball game. Elizabeth Webler, a sophomore, checks in to replace her. In and out, Page with the rebound. Maya Page already has 3 boards for the Lady Warriors. Webler gets her pocket picked by Keela Dixon. Ahead for Brianna Herlihy. Herlihy has to keep the ball in bounds. Bella Tanetti for 3, no good. Jenna Roach with the rebound.
5 offensive rebounds already for Braintree. Make it 6.
Nice save by Roach. Gets it over to Herlihy. Herlihy looking for some help. Finds Keela Dixon. Little miscommunication there on the pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Brookline will take over with 5:10 remaining in the first quarter. Saren Huggins back in the ball game. Her pass intercepted by Bella Tanetti.
Bella did not have to do anything to take that away. They gave it right to her.
Long 3, no good. Page with another rebound. Looking for some help. Dumas, long pass ahead to Huggins. Huggins tries to go baseline but can't finish the shot. Good individual effort by Webler. Ball knocked out of bounds by Braintree. Inbound pass, a little off target. Braintree will take over on the turnover. Saren Smith checks back in the ball game. She's going to replace Saren Huggins. Don't anticipate we're going to see a lot of full court pressure by Brookline, particularly when you have a short bench like that. You just don't have the resources to be able to maintain that intensity level.
They're already in a zone. Look at this. Whole set of changes coming up for Braintree.
Brianna Herlihy over to Jenna Roach, wide open for 3. Brianna Herlihy with the rebound and the putback off the glass.
Looks like Maddie Faye is going to check into the game.
Maddie Faye is going to see her first action, and it was the intent of head coach Krista McDonald to get her in the game early. She knew she was playing. Don't want to let her sit on the bench and get all nervous.
Right.
So right now, Adriana Timberlake, Maddie Faye, Rachel Tutkus, Kenzie Moore, and Allie Dillon in the ball game.
Wholesale change.
Had to get my bearings here. And Kenzie Moore, very unselfishly, she was not benched, typically a starter, but she stepped down so Taylor Perry could start tonight. Nice job by Adriana Timberlake.
That was beautiful passing. From the far left side, outside the 3-point line, they move it around, and then a good cut by Timberlake without the ball, and a great feed to her.
Dumas called for a travel. Timberlake scores the first points not scored by Brianna Herlihy.
Somebody had to, right?
8-0 lead for the Lady Womps with 3:42 to go in the first quarter. Dillon, long cross court to Maddie Faye. Faye for 3. In and out, no good, but Allie Dillon with the rebound. Putback is partially blocked. I thought it was partially blocked, but they say no. Faye just shot it out of bounds.
Looked like there was some contact underneath. Nothing there. Against Brookline, though.
Good to see Maddie Faye in the ball game, coming off a very serious knee injury. Long 3 by Ashante Saeed. Another long 3 by Smith, no good. Rebound, Kenzie Moore. Faye back to Moore, finds Tutkus, give and go. Nice pass. And Maddie Fay gets her first 2 points of the season, and you can hear the bench erupt.
Yeah, that's important for her to just see the ball go in the net. Gets her out and active tonight, and just important for her to get a basket and just kind of start to relax and let her game naturally come back to her. At first shot, even the three she almost hit that one too, in and out. She was predicted to be a pretty big player this season for the Womps, and was unfortunate that she was sidelined for basically the entire first half of the year.
Well, if you have to get her back, this is the time to do it.
Exactly.
She's going to get some good playing experience before they head into the tournament. She's a senior leader on the team. And again, you heard the reaction of the bench when she scored her first 2 points. They were all genuinely happy to see their leader back in the ball game and playing again. And again, it's the character of this ball club that makes them as successful as they are. And there's a prime example right there. Braintree comes out of the timeout with Timberlake, Fay, Tutkus, Kenzie Moore, and Allie Dillon. 3 minutes even to go in the first quarter. Braintree up 10-0. Dumas tried to drive on Timberlake. Timberlake had other ideas. Good defense by the Lady Womps. Page drives baseline, and Brookline finally on the board. Maya Page, the sophomore. You can tell she's going to be a good player.
It was a good-looking shot at an awkward angle, and she still came up with it.
Errant pass by the Lady Womps gives Brookline the ball right back with just over 2.5 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, it's almost one of those times you just say, just take the shot. Timberlake was driving, was a chance to go all the way to the net, and that pass kind of a no-looker. That's tough to get off cleanly.
Smith with the drive, left baseline, no good. Loose ball picked up by Kenzie Moore. Lead pass to Maddie Fay, off the glass.
Well, if she can get going, especially on fast breaks like that, this team just got exponentially better. She's had some nice moves to the basket in those couple of possessions.
Maddie Fay making up for some lost time here. Definitely making her presence known, and now she gets a break. Brianna Herlihy checks back in the ball game, and Maddie's got to be feeling really good right now.
Get your feet wet.
Ariana Contente in the ball game for the Lady Warriors. Pass, Brianna Herlihy kicks it out to Timberlake, wide open for three, and she nails it. Adriana's got a deadly outside shot. We've seen that all season. One of the stalwarts coming off the bench for the Lady Womps, and she makes her presence felt immediately. 5 points on the night for Timberlake. Smith down low to Dalzell, back to Smith. Contente controls, 9 on the shot clock.
Braintree has the perimeter locked down. There's no penetration.
And Rachel Tutkus is going to get called for the reach-in foul.
I don't know about that. That's tough to swallow, both because it was a borderline call and the shot clock was about to expire. So now Brookline with an opportunity, a fresh 30 back up there, and they get to inbound and reset.
Olivia Mosquera, Saren Huggins check into the ball game for the Lady Warriors. Smith. Dalzell guarded by Brianna Herlihy. Back to Smith.
Again, great defense here along the perimeter.
Braintree's just got a smothering defense, and they're doing a nice job of stepping into the passing lanes. Smith tries to drive on Kenzie Moore, kicks it back out to Dalzell. Almost stolen. And just that little tip causes her to double dribble, and Braintree will take over. So even though that's considered an unforced error, it was forced by the defense of Braintree.
Well, your defense is stifling them. You might start to panic a little bit. You can't sort of break into the lane. They had 2 drives after the foul by Tutkus to get past the three-point line. Both were only about 3 steps max, and they had to kick it back out.
Kenzie Moore's shot no good. Rebound Tutkus, and now Brianna Herlihy with 2 more points. She's got 6 rebounds on the night. And a steal. Off the glass, and she's fouled. Serena Smith is going to pick up her first personal foul. Brianna's going to be at the line 8 points already for Brianna. We're still in the first quarter. Makes the first.
Finally able to knock down both.
4 for 6 from the line for Brianna. She's got 10 even points. 19-2. Braintree with a sizable lead. We're still in the first.
And all perimeter.
Smith with a long three, no good. Brianna Hurley with the rebound. That's 7 boards for Brianna. Lead pass to Kenzie Moore. Just gets it off. Tutkus with the rebound. And she gets tied up.
I can see exactly what Rachel was trying to do there. She had the offensive rebound, and everyone out on the perimeter was open. She wanted to kick it right back out and have Braintree get a last-second 3 up.
Possession arrow in favor of Braintree. Can't get the shot off. Oh, and Kenzie Moore hit it, but it's not going to count.
Same idea, just you had to inbound it again. That extra second throws off the momentum, but great kick out.
First quarter in the books. Braintree with a 19-2 lead, reminiscent of the teams of yesteryear. These are the leads that we're used to seeing. When we come back, second quarter action here at Braintree High School. The Lady Womps over the Lady Warriors of Brookline. You're watching Braintree High School basketball on BCAM.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a
One
dad
more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Back here for second quarter action at Braintree High School. Lady Womps lead the Lady Warriors of Brookline 19-2. Saren Huggins drives the lane, draws the foul. She's going to be at the line shooting 2. Foul is on Bella Tanetti. That is her first personal foul, second team foul for the Lady Womps.
One of the first times in a while that Brookline was finally able to penetrate into the paint, got past the perimeter, and pays off so far.
Huggins with her first point of the evening. And Saren is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 4 points for Brookline. Bella Scarpa in the ball game. Alyssa Tenaglia as well. Molly Moore, Keela Dixon, and Bella Tanetti. Keela Dixon lines up a 3. Swish.
First points from Keela, believe it or not. Krista McDonald, she's got everybody in there tonight. Everyone's getting a shot here at Brookline.
Molly Moore over to Scarpa, back to Moore. Tenaglia. Nice drive by Bella Tanetti. Scoop shot is good.
Little finger roll there from Bella Tanetti, who splits 2 separate red jerseys on her way to the basket.
Dumas finds Huggins down low. Nice pass.
That was a nice move.
And Huggins finishes it from the baseline. 4 points for Saren Huggins, but the pass was set up by Elizabeth Dumas.
Dumas, one of the few veteran players out there for Allison Toney, a junior, so she's got some good vision there on the court.
Molly Moore down low. Low post couldn't finish. Rebound by Maya Page. That's 5 boards for Page. Long 2 by Dalzell, or correction, long 3. No good. Keela Dixon with the rebound. They come right back. Dixon drives, partially blocked, but Huggins is going to pick up the foul. Saren Huggins picks up her second personal, 5 team fouls for the Lady Warriors. Dixon at the line shooting 2. Olivia Mosquera comes in, checks in for Saren Huggins. Keela makes a second. 4 points on the night for Dixon. Braintree up 25-6. Smith out to Mosquera. Mosquera finds Page. Page with a no-look two-pointer. 8-footer, no good. Scarpa with the rebound. Long three by Dixon, a little too long. Molly Moore can't keep the. I think she stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
She was already out of bounds. I think she realized it, tried to tap it, and then pulled away, but couldn't do it quick enough.
Elizabeth Dumas controls, takes it out to Smith. Dalzell back to Page. Good perimeter ball movement by Brookline, but that's all they can muster.
Yeah.
They're having a hard time penetrating Braintree's defense. Dalzell throws up a scoop shot, no good. But Page comes up with the rebound, 8-footer off the glass is no good. Dumas with the rebound off the glass. Loose ball picked up by Molly Moore. Pass is stolen by Mosquera. Bella Scarpa returns the favor.
He's throwing it away right now.
Braintree tries to settle it down. Keela Dixon kicks it out to Tonetti. Gets Dumas up in the air, but finds Dixon in the low post. And Dixon gets hammered as she pushed the shot up. She'll be back at the line for 2. Foul is on Olivia Mosquera. The senior picks up her first personal. That's 16 fouls. So Brookline with 1 foul to give before Braintree's at the line for the rest of the half. Keela makes the first. Shante Saeed checks in, replaces Noah Dalzell. Keela makes them both. 6 points on the night for Dixon. Saeed, Page, Mosquera nearly lost the ball. And Bella Tonetti, who almost stole the ball, comes up with a steal.
Oh.
Dixon could not finish. Rebound Saeed. Jump ball on the possession arrow in favor of Braintree, so they will keep it. Bella Tonetti, who has a very strong outside shot, is making much more of an impact with her defense and her steals this whole season.
She's been fun to watch. She's not scoring the ball like crazy or anything, but she does everything else. And she's been a good facilitator too with her passes.
Very unselfish player, and again, we've talked about the fact that this is a trademark. Her passes are among the best in the Bay State League, not on the team.
She's got good vision of the court.
And now Braintree puts the starters back in the ball, or most of the starters back in. Actually, Allie Dillon, Rachel Tutkus in the game with Roach, Herlihy, and Perry. Ball partially tipped by Brookline, out of bounds. Braintree will retain possession. 26 on the shot clock. 4:21 remaining in the half. Braintree up by 21. Running 6-footer, no good. Rebound is Elizabeth Webler. Page tried to go baseline, had to come back out. Lead pass to Smith, but Smith is tied up immediately by Roach. Roach almost got flung into the second row.
Yeah, there's a bit of a size difference. Braintree's still being very aggressive going after the ball. Roach tried to tangle her up just enough and was able to do so.
Jump ball, the possession arrows in favor of Brookline. Inbounding the ball is Ariana Contente. Over to Saeed. Smith, Contente again. Webler's got a good move in the paint, but couldn't find a shot, kicks it back out. Contente for three, Saeed for three, and that's her first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, that's the outside shot they've been wanting the whole night. Just hasn't gone down. Times they have gotten it off.
Tutkus, nice pass down low. Dillon back to Tutkus.
Great look from Brianna Hurley. Tutkus with the good move without the ball.
It went Tutkus, Dillon, Brianna Hurley, back to Tutkus. Tutkus with the rebound ahead to Roach. Roach tries to drive off the glass, doesn't finish. Ball's out of bounds. Taylor Perry inbounds the ball for the Lady Womps. Brianna Hurley, nice lead pass to Tutkus over to Perry. Perry, good crossover dribble, but nice defense by Contente. Shut her off, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Hurley's trying to set up Perry twice on that drive. Thought she might take the outside shot the first time, and then the second time, a little touch pass while she was still up in the air, volleyball style. Perry and her miscommunicated.
Saeed over to Dumas. Webler, top of the post. Dumas tries to drive the lane before the shot. She's going to get fouled. Allie Dillon picks up her first personal foul. That is only the 4th team foul for Braintree. Braintree already in the penalty situation. They will be shooting for the remaining 2:35 left to go in the half. Long three by Saeed, no good. Tutkus with the rebound ahead to Dillon. Tutkus with 4 rebounds this half. Braintree just controlling the boards. Jen Roach, wide open three, no good. Dumas with the rebound. Other than Maya Page, there's only 3 rebounds for Brookline. Page alone has 6. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Smith drives, floater, 8-footer, no good. Taylor Perry with the rebound. Going to take it herself, scoops it off the glass, no good. Brianna Hurley, he tries for the rebound. Loose ball picked up by Saeed.
That was a great move by Perry with the Euro step in the lane. Just couldn't get the shot cleanly off. But a great way to split defenders and get to the basket is that Euro step, and she did a nice job displaying that.
Saren Huggins checks back in the ball game, replaces Asante Saeed. Long three by Smith, no good. Rebound Brianna Hurley.
She's gone quiet on the boards for a little while there.
Bounce pass down low to Roach. Finds Brianna. Brianna in traffic, couldn't get the shot off. Call it a block by Saren Huggins. And Huggins gets the 2 points at the other end. Sophomore has 6 points on the night, go along with 3 boards and a block. Under a minute to go. Tutkus over to Roach. Hurley looking for the cutters and then decides to shoot a 12-footer herself. Saren Huggins did a nice job of blocking out Rachel Tutkus, let the ball go out of bounds. They will take over. Noah Dalzal checks in just in time to inbound the ball for the Lady Warriors. And now Olivia Mosquera checks back in as well. Maddie Fay back in the ball game for the Lady Womps for her second appearance. She's got 4 points on the night. 35 seconds to go in the half. Dumas kicks it over to Dalzal. Dalzal for 3, well short. Rebound Tutkus. Brianna Hurley
giving her all kinds of space out there, too, surprisingly.
Beautiful crossover girl. Taylor Perry's got a great crossover. Maddie Faye just runs into a brick wall. Mosquera comes up with the steal, we'll call it. The time runs out in the first half. And Braintree, with its largest lead at halftime of the season, goes into the locker room with a 29-11 lead. We're going to ask you to stay right where you are. Entertainment by the Braintree High School dance team, as well as BYB. I'm sure we'll have some type of activity, a scrimmage of some sort. So stay right where you are. You're watching Lady Womps basketball on BCAM. Welcome back to the main gymnasium here at Braintree High School, part of the H. Fred Herget Athletic Complex, where the Lady Womps of Braintree lead the Lady Warriors of Brookline 29-11. I'm Al Barisi. Next to me is Jeff Poster, and Braintree just led wire to wire. Again, we talked about the fact that Warriors have to deal with 5 injuries to 2 starters and 3 reserve players that have put a significant crimp in their style. Allison Toney has done a good job of using what she has, but she doesn't really have a lot.
Yeah, you can only, like you said, use what you got. Coach can only do so much with the players that are on hand. And when you're dealing with this many injuries against an already very good Braintree team, it's not exactly a recipe for success. They just had a lot of struggle moving the ball. We talked about it, how much they were stuck on the perimeter due to Braintree's great defense. And if you can't penetrate, you live or die by that 3, and that's not falling for a Brookline.
Brianna Herlihy leads all scorers at half with 10 points. Saren Huggins has 6 for the Lady Warriors. Herlihy also leads all rebounders with 8. Shot no good. Brianna Herlihy picks up her 9th rebound.
Looking for that double-double again, coming off that huge 29-point, 18 rebound night.
Pass down low to Brianna off the glass.
Oh.
I think she pulled the trigger a little too soon. She wasn't facing yet. But Keela Dixon pulls up for a 3, and she nails it.
Yeah, helped out. Great positioning by Rachel Tutkiss, who gets the nod to start the second half.
Good baseline drive by Maya Page to start the second half for Brookline. She puts 2 off the glass. Keela Dixon started the first half with a 3, started the second half with a 3. Braintree starts the half with Kenzie Moore. Adriana Timberlake, who just scored 2 off the glass.
She's had a nice night now. 7 points off the bench.
Keela Dixon, Brianna Herlihy, and Rachel Tutkus. Paige tries to do a give and go with Elizabeth Webler. Can't make it connect. Brianna Herlihy to Kenzie Moore, and Kenzie Moore off the glass. Nice job. Her first 2 points of the evening. And talk about the unselfishness of Kenzie Moore. Head coach Krista McDonald wanted to start Taylor Berry, a senior co-captain who has done a tremendous job in the leadership capacity, and not typically a starter, but wanted to give her a start. And Kenzie took the bench, not because of anything she did wrong, but just because she's a team player. Ooh. Long 2 by Noah Dalzell for her, 3 rather, and those are her first 3 points of the evening.
She had a couple of looks earlier. Actually, the first shot they took of the second half was a good look at a 3. They just popped it in and out, so definitely some range for Dalzell.
Brianna Herlihy was stripped, did a nice job, no look pass to Rachel Tutkus. Tutkus gets the basket and 1. Serena Smith picks up her first personal. That'll be the first team foul.
It's been a scoring party here to start this second half. Every Braintree player that came out on the court to start the third quarter has scored.
Tutkus makes 3 the hard way. Has 5 points on the night.
Good hands.
Keila Dixon with a quick steal. That's her second steal of the game. Drives the lane and puts it off the glass.
Coast to coast. She poked the 3 from behind and then raced in front of Brookline to pick it up and said, I'll just take this myself.
Keela's in double figures with 11 points for the night. Dumas kicks it out to Dalzell.
Good defense from Timberlake.
Tutkus with a steal.
Better defense.
Wheeling to the basket, and she gets 2. And Allison Toney calls timeout, stops the clock with 5:16.
Not only is Brookline shorthanded, but now they're getting outraced as Braintree has just turned on the Jets here with their steals, turning defense into offense. And they're just going to run Brookline off the floor the way they're trying to move.
Tutkus has 7 points on the evening to go along with 5 rebounds. Braintree will be on the road next week. Actually, they're on the road tomorrow. They'll be playing Archbishop Williams, the defending Division III state champion. They are ranked in the top 12 in ESPN Boston.com's poll. They will be at Archbishop Williams tomorrow, and they'll be on the road facing Framingham Tuesday the 2nd, and then on the road facing the Lady Flyers of Needham on Friday the 5th. So 3 consecutive road games for the Lady Womps, and the week after they'll be back in action right here, which means the boys will be home next week. Tuesday facing Framingham, Friday facing Needham. And again, boys basketball doing very, very well. 7-4 overall, 6-3 in the Bay State League. Game against Needham will be a very, very big game. Needham second in the Cary division. And Braintree obviously the boys trying to qualify for a postseason berth.
Getting close, the boys are. Oh, wow.
Dumas just stripped by Bella Tonetti.
Block from behind. What timing, too, by Tonetti. Let Dumas make her move and then just came over and stuffed her.
Allie Dillon finds Molly Moore. Moore, a nice bounce pass down low to Jen Roach, but Roach had the ball stolen by Dumas. Dumas goes coast to coast and blocked again by Tonetti. Tonetti with 2 consecutive blocks.
You got to reward her.
Bella Tonetti, only a sophomore. Got to remind people that she had significant varsity playing time last year. Dillon with a steal brings the ball up. Tonetti with significant playing time last year. I stand corrected. Bella is a junior. Jenna Roach with 3. Surprisingly, her first points of the game.
She's been relatively quiet, but you never know. Sees the ball go in the net, that might get her going.
So again, we want to stand corrected. Bella Tonetti is a junior, but still we have her for 1 more season. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Braintree up by 30.
Yeah, they've opened the floodgates here to start the third.
Got to believe Kristen McDonald will be going to the bench again and getting some of her reserves some significant playing time.
They're already in. The exception of 2.
Roach with the rebound. Molly Moore from the left baseline doesn't get the roll. Rebound by Dalzell. Serena Smith controls for the Lady Warriors. Nearly lost control.
That's a travel.
That's a block for Jenna Roach.
She didn't have to do much to earn it, but caught Huggins indecisively trying to either go up for a pass or a shot. And can't come back down like that.
Tenaglia to
Tanetti.
Dillon. And Dillon drives the lane. Can't finish. Rebound Dalzell.
I thought I heard some contact from up here, but again, nice move by Tanetti. Gave the initial pass and then made a good cut without the basketball, and then that set up the drive for Dillon.
Maya Page. Contente over to Smith. 5 on the shot clock, now down to 3, 2. And that's a shot clock violation. Again, good defense by Braintree. Brookline has to settle for perimeter passing, not doing any good. Braintree content to let him throw the ball around.
Yeah, why not? You can pass all you want out here. We're not going to let you get any closer. And the way your shot's going tonight, we're not afraid to let you shoot it from out here either.
Saeed and Dalzell, the only 2 Brookline players with 3s tonight. Not much of an outside threat. Beautiful pass to Molly Moore. Tanetti again demonstrating exceptional passing skills.
Yeah, that one just over the top of the defense. Diving.
Tanetti can't control the loose ball picked up by Saeed.
Reset the shot clock too, so.
Long 3 by Dalzell, no good. Molly Moore with the rebound. Quick outlet to Jenna Roach. And Roach is hammered before she can get the clock off. Foul is on Serena Smith. That is Serena's 3rd personal foul. Second team foul for Brookline this half. Roach will be at the line shooting 2. Elizabeth Dumas checks in the ball game, replacing the freshman Serena Smith. Jenna gets them both. 5 points on the night for the sophomore. Contente long 3, no good. Or correction, Saeed rather. Rebound Jenna Roach, and Jenna has her pocket picked by Huggins. Dumas goes to the hoop, and she's fouled by Tenaglia. She'll be at the line shooting 2.
Well, one bright spot has been Saren Huggins here for Brookline. She's got 6 points, go along with a steal, a block, a couple of rebounds, but not much else around her, unfortunately.
Elizabeth Dumas, the junior co-captain, gets the bounce, makes the first. Gets them both. Second one with no bounce at all.
Only the second trip to the free throw line that Brookline's had tonight.
Tanetti tripped as she drives the lane. Foul is on Ariana Contente. That is her first personal. Bella Tanetti at the line shooting 2. Braintree, on the other hand, 8 trips to the foul line in the game. Tanetti looking to make her first free throw. And she nails it. 3 points on the night for Bella, but again, making her impact in other ways. 3 steals, 2 blocks, stifling defense.
Curious to know how she does in the assist department over the course of the year, too. I would assume she leads the team.
One stat we can't keep. Roach kicks it out to Dillon. Dillon for 3, no good. Rebound, Molly Moore.
Great ball movement again.
Nice bounce pass to Tenaglia behind the back to Allie Dillon. Dillon gets the points, but Tenaglia with a beautiful assist. They're going to call Saren Huggins for the personal foul, blocking foul. That is Huggins' 3rd personal. 4th team foul for the Lady Warriors as we're under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Jenna Rhodes finds Tanetti underneath. Beautiful pass.
Bella finally gets rewarded with one of those passes going to her down low. She's been threading the needle left and right.
Well, we've talked about the fact that Braintree, better than any team we've ever seen, moves well without the ball. Huggins, no good. Molly Moore with the rebound. Molly McKenzie.
She almost double dribbled. Might have gotten away with one.
You got 21 seconds left in the quarter. Roach with a nice scoop, but she's blocked. Well, they're going to say it's a foul, not a block. So Huggins commits her 4th personal.
Roach did a pretty good job there on the drive, and why the foul gets called is because she does such a good job extending the ball up into the air where Huggins can't go up and hit it. Instead, she's only able to make contact with Roach, who's not the biggest player either, so her to extend like that is pretty good.
Jenna makes the first. Olivia Mascara checks in, replaces Saren Huggins, who has to sit down with 4 fouls. And Jenna gets the bounce. She's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, has 7 points on the night.
All in this quarter, too.
Dalzell, you can hear the crowd counting down. 7 seconds. Loose ball picked up by Molly Moore. And the 3rd quarter is in the books, so Braintree extends their lead right now at the end of 3. They are up 57 to 18. We're going to take a short break. You're watching Lady Womp basketball on BCAM.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that, you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes, 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing. It's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Welcome back to Braintree High School. Final quarter of action. Lady Womps with a substantial 57-18 lead over the Lady Warriors of Brookline. On the floor to begin the 4th, Kenzie Moore, Keela Dixon, Bella Scarpa, Taylor Perry, and Maddie Fay for the Lady Womps. Maddie in her first game after coming back from serious knee injury, and she's got 4 points on the night, but just to see her out there has given an emotional boost to this ball club.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest takeaways from this game, regardless of what would have happened. Now, put that 3rd quarter in perspective. Braintree had 29 points at halftime. They scored 28 in the 3rd quarter alone.
Rebound, Dumas brings it back out. Warriors long lead pass to Maya Page. No good. Webler with the rebound. Dumas shot no good. And this time, Maddie Fay comes up with her first board of the game. Keela Dixon with a great pass down low to Kenzie Moore, and then a frustration foul on the part of Kenzie trying to get the ball back. That is Kenzie's first personal foul, 13th foul for the Wumps. Elizabeth Dumas, junior co-captain, controls. Smith with a long three. Serena Smith, a freshman, her first points of the night.
Freshman, those are just her first points, but she's played with some confidence out there tonight, handling the ball a lot of times as well. She's got to be good to see for the future for Brookline.
Yep. Nice crossover dribble again, Taylor Perry, but she couldn't get the shot off. Page with the rebound. Lead pass to Webler, and the loose ball picked up by Kenzie Moore. Maddie Fay long three, just missed.
She's got the range though. Both times she's taken the three tonight, they've just barely missed.
Dumas having trouble controlling the ball, gets a shot off, but a wild rebound out to Scarpa.
Yeah, great job again by Fay there. She punched it up in the air. That let Scarpa go get it.
Fay down low, partially blocked. Mackenzie Moore keeps the ball in play. Scarpa long three, and she's in the books.
Yeah, she's the one you don't want to leave open with any sort of chance. She doesn't play a lot of minutes, but when she does, she can make you pay beyond that three-point line.
Maya Page kicks it out to Smith again, a long three, no good. Rebound Kenzie Moore, but Maddie Fay did a nice job of blocking out the only person that could compete with Kenzie for the rebound. Fay kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon drives the lane. Defenders collapse on her, and she still splits them. Puts two off the glass.
Problem, if you're going to collapse down, you've got to stop the drive. And Brookline hasn't been able to do that.
13 points for Dixon. Now Dalzell, long three, no good. Rebound out to Scarpa. She brings the ball up, slows it down, allows Braintree to set up their offense. Scarpa kicks it out to Moore. Moore for three, no good. Does a nice job battling for the rebound, but Scarpa comes up with a loose ball over to Keela Dixon. Doesn't get the bounce.
Oh. That was a great 2-on-1 break there for Braintree, but better defensive play by Noah Dalzell.
Ball out of bounds off of Dalzell, and that means Braintree will retain possession. Serena Smith gets a well-deserved break. Huggins checks back in the game for Brookline. Taylor Perry, I'll tell you, she's got the best crossover dribble of anybody on this squad, I'll tell you, and she uses it effectively.
She handled the ball pretty well.
Foul is on Maya Page. That is Maya's second personal foul. She's going to take a break. Olivia Mascara, Ashanti Saeed come in. Noah Dalzell also gets a breather here. Scarpa over to Timberlake for a long three, no good. Rebound, good position by Huggins. Mascara to Webler. Webler loses her footing but gets the ball away to Saeed. And then gets a rebound, puts it off the glass. Offensive board again. Nice drive to the lane by Huggins. Still can't complete, and Timberlake with the rebound. Ball kicked out of bounds. Braintree will retain possession. Elizabeth Webler doing a good job on the offensive glass for Brookline, but just can't finish. Molly Moore over to Tenaglia. Pass down low to Perry. A nice give and go between Taylor Perry and Molly Moore. And Perry in the books, her first 2 points of the night, senior co-captain. Done an outstanding job this evening for the Lady Womps. We talked about her leadership. She contributes in a number of different ways that you may not see in the scorebook. Long three by Saeed, no good. Tenaglia with the rebound. Perry kicks it out to Moore. Molly in and out, no good. Rebound Mosquera. Dumas drives, puts an easy 2 off the glass. Elizabeth Dumas with 4 points on the evening. Ball knocked out of bounds by Elizabeth Webler. Dumas gets a break. Serena Smith checks back in. Contente replaces Elizabeth Webler. A lot of good young players for this Brookline team. Hopefully this experience will pay off in the future. Tenaglia for 3. Long rebound, no good. Molly Moore. I'm going to say the ball went off of Molly. She was battling Saren Huggins.
Good look from Tenaglia. Last one for Braintree trying to get in the scorebook tonight.
They just hit the 2-minute mark to go in the ball game. Braintree up 64-23. Smith, long three, no good. Molly Moore with the rebound. Moore with 5 boards tonight. Molly with 5, rather. Scarpa, long three, and she clicks on that.
I think they said she had a foot on the line, but still, you can't leave her out there.
She's got such a smooth shot.
Yeah.
And the confidence to take it. 5 points on the night for Bella. Huggins back out to Saeed. 3, no good. Tenaglia comes up with a loose ball. Taylor Perry drives the lane, scoop shot, no good, gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Molly Moore. Tenaglia, good bounce pass to Scarpa. Scarpa off the glass for 2.
Fighting for space. Somehow found it. Made the shot going down to the floor still too. Impressive.
Pass intended for Contente. Goes out of bounds off of her fingertips. 41 seconds to go in the ball game. Tenaglia, Tamor, Perry. Kicks it out to Timberlake. One of the things that Braintree does better than anybody that we've seen in the Bay State League or even in the tournament play is move without the ball.
Yeah.
Taylor Perry running 4-footer is good. Perry's got 4 points on the night. 11 seconds to go. Saeed, long three, in and out, no good. Perry with the rebound.
Brookline can shoot it from outside. Just a tough night there.
And so Braintree's unbeaten streak continues. Final score tonight is 70-23. I believe that's the first time Braintree has hit 70 points this season. When we come back, we'll give you our final statistics for the ball game and final thoughts. You're watching Lady Womp basketball on BCAM. Welcome back to Braintree High School, where the Lady Womps have extended their unbeaten streak to 52 games, covering the last 3 seasons. They raised their record this season to 13-0, 11-0 in the Bay State League. Unfortunately, Brookline drops to 4-8. They are 3-8 in the Bay State League. Leading scorer for tonight's game, Keela Dixon with 13 points. Ironically, Brianna Hurley had 10 in the first half and was shut out in the second half, but she spent a lot of time on the bench. Leading scorer for Brookline was Saren Huggins. She had 6 in the first half and didn't score in the second either. Braintree just dominated in all facets of the ball game tonight. Everybody got into the ball game. Everybody contributed. And again, Kristen McDonald's got to be happy with the performance of this squad. No one person seemed to dominate. It was a very, very even performance, and everybody did their part. It'd be interesting to see if there's going to be anybody that can stop this team. We thought it'd be difficult to repeat as state champions, but right now they beat the number 2 team in the state already. They have not faced Springfield Central, and that's who they faced in the championship last year. Springfield Central 4th in the state, so they've had an impressive record, but they've got 3 losses. Braintree's still undefeated.
Yeah, they've been on a roll here, and they've proven everybody to have doubters, believe it or not, coming into the season, but really proved everybody wrong. And on top of it tonight, you got a great performance, but you also got a key cog back into your rotation in Maddie Fay, and it's just great to see her out there and scoring the bucket a couple of times too.
Braintree back in action tomorrow. Well, they will face defending Division III state champ Archbishop Williams at Archie's. And then they'll be on the road next week at Framingham on Tuesday, at Needham on Friday, which means the boys will be home facing the Flyers on Tuesday and the Rockets on Friday. Lady Womps back in action here at home Tuesday, February 9th, where they will face Walpole. On behalf of John Orfanos, Jeff Poster, I'm Al Barisi. Your final score here from Braintree High School. The Lady Womps of Braintree 70, the Lady Warriors of Brookline 23. We'll see you next time.